I have to say, I was reading your book, Camilla, and after reading this, I was even more surprised that you are back together again.
But I think writing the book is the reason why. Because when I did write it, I realized what actually went wrong. I really had to find out what. And I realized it was nothing. It was like a small thing that grew. So if you don't take care of things that's really not good for you, it will grow and it will make you sick. So I opened the wound, cleaned it, and here we are.
Yeah.
And healed it.
Healed it.
Alexander, is it different? Is it a different Army of Lovers 2013 compared to the previous version?
No, not at all. And especially with the track like Rockin The Ride, it's quite obvious that this is the early Army of Lovers from the early 1990s with the three of us. And musically we wanted to go back exactly to the attitude we had then, but then to make it extremely contemporary. So I think of all the songs at Melodifestivalen this year, Rockin The Ride is the one that really sounds the most 2013.
So the old fans like me will be very happy then.
I have no idea. I think it's up to the fans to decide. But you'll be happy because you find the attitude there, you find the warmth there, and you find the three characters of La Camilla, Jean-Pierre, and Alexander in this track.
Jean-Pierre, are you different as persons today compared to what you were in the previous version?
Yeah, well, I sure hope we are, because it's been 20 years since the last time. But different maybe isn't the right word. I mean, we've grown and we've changed and we've matured like a good wine, and we should be even better.
But you are still, Alexander is still saying that you are having the same kind of attitude like you had from the very beginning. How these two things goes together?
Well, it was quite obvious. When I took La Camilla and Jean-Pierre to the studio to record the 4 new songs on the album, it was just like turning on a tap.
The
was there right away.
Was back.
The old magic was there, and I knew exactly what they were good at, and I made sure that there was plenty of room for their personalities in the new tracks.
Yeah, and the difference is actually that this time around it doesn't take so much time. It happens very, very quickly, and it's a very fast process actually.
So you just started where you ended.
Yeah,
sort of. And I think also the world is like in the same place as it was over 20 years ago with the economy and everything. So I think the world needs Army of Lovers and Army of Lovers needs the world.
Oh, that was very, very beautiful said of you. So, Alexander, is it different to be in Melodifestivalen with Army of Lovers compared to Bodies Without Organs? Because
yes, of course it is. I mean, I loved to work with Martin and Marina, but it was a very different band compared to Army of Lovers. Army of Lovers is a lot wilder to begin with.
And Army of Lovers is a really traditional band. I mean, none of us are musicians, well, except for maybe Alexander.
So
that makes a big difference.
Yeah. So can I then ask you?
That didn't sound good.
In what way did it sound good?
Oh well, it doesn't
mean that.
As long as we have fun.
It doesn't mean that one thing is better or worse than the other.
True.
It's different. We do music in a different way.
Different.
Yeah, I mean the sound is very different to begin with. BWO is rooted in 1980s synth pop and it's sort of minimalistic pop music, and Army of Lovers is the exact opposite. There's nothing minimalistic about Army of Lovers at all. It's just more is more is more. Add more, add more,
less is a bore. Less is a bore.
Yeah. Okay, so can I ask you then? Can you tell me a secret? Do you really sing?
Yes, we do. We do. I don't know where. I mean, to begin with, we can all sing and we can talk, and we do our talking parts in our song.
Talking is not a problem.
No, we're good at it. La Camilla and Jean-Pierre are excellent at it. It's actually very hard to be good at, but they're really, really good at that. So they have very characteristic voices, and their voices have become even deeper since the 1990s, so they're even better now.
Like the wine.
Yeah, and I'm actually in Rockin The Ride. I'm actually singing live vocals all the way through from the beginning to the end.
Oh.
So I don't think the issue was ever that we could sing. The problem was that we wanted to record our voices and then perform miming because we love miming. We think lip syncing is great.
Miming is an art form. Absolutely.
It's an art form. You can ask Beyonce that. For God's sake, it's not an easy thing.
Or like I said about Melodifestivalen, it ain't over until the fat faggots lip sync.
You are so right. So last question, what will happen with Army of Lovers after Melodifestivalen?
Well, we have a new album coming out.
We have a new album coming out called Big Battle of Egos in March.
And this is actually the first single from the album, Rockin The Ride.
Yeah.
It's the first single.
And it's a full album.
Yes.
Great. I'm sure that a lot of your international fans are so happy about this, and I'm sure that you will get new fans as well after this Melodifestivalen
Hopefully.
session.
We're going to please the kids once again.
Oh yes, why not?
Why not? The next generation.
Who said the new fans are kids?
Oh,
They could be anything. They could be,
Retired people.
They could be retired people too. That
Or like the kids would say, oh, that's the lady from Let's Dance, and that's the guy from the Idol jury,
Dancing
and they
with the
brought a
Stars.
hairdresser with them and started a band.
that hairdresser.
Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best on Saturday.
Thank you.
Keep our fingers crossed for the final.
We
Thank you.
promise to do our best.
Thank you.
I'm sure you will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.